Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I am back. Glad to be back. I had a good time. I am back, refreshed, relaxed, ready to go. And yeah, I said I was going to be back last week, but some real life stuff popped up. Had to get that taken care of, so I just took the rest of the week off to go ahead and get that out of the way. Still not completely out of the way, but it's out of the way enough that I can come back and we can get back to the daily videos and hopefully having some fun. As you can see, I actually had a little bit of fun on OGPP last week. Was not expecting to get as far as I did, but it was a pretty good time. Hopefully you also had a good time. Hopefully these last few weeks have treated you well and we can pick up right where we left off. And where we left off was the end of the week. Let's go ahead and grab everything that we got done. We did have an event this week. I forget what it was called. I haven't really been paying attention to the game all that much. Just kind of here. Did see a bunch of Mawile all week, as those of you on my friends list have probably seen. Got a shiny Mawile too. Not very good, you know, as is the case with shinies. Also, have not gone to bed on time at all since I've gotten back. My sleep schedule is way off track. It's getting close to where it needs to be, but I think I am going to go ahead and change up my sleep time because where my sleep schedule's at now is a little bit more what I want it to be anyway. So kind of works out. I just need to change my my sleep time. I also forgot to use all the candies. I did mini candy boost 4 times. I kept forgetting that it was even a thing. Like I said, I wasn't really focused on the game. I was kind of focusing on other things, letting the game take a back seat, but I'm back now. Hopefully next time around we can make this work the right way. Yeah, didn't use the 7 incense. Honestly, completely forgot that was even a mission reward. Didn't use any of them. Didn't go to bed on time at all. Missed out on 8,000 dream shards, but it is what it is. We have no missions to collect. We do have some sleep points to collect, though. Let's go ahead and grab 181 of them. Is that what it was? Or 183? There it goes. Took it a second. 181 sleep points. Puts us at a grand total of 7,320. I do have some sleep points to spend. I haven't spent any on the entire 3 weeks I've been gone. Our daily lottery, I got a bunch of biscuits, maybe. Ooh, no, small ingredient ticket. Don't like that. No. Nope, that's not a good welcome back. Maybe next time. Poke biscuits. Also, my sleep has been pretty all over the place. Definitely while I was on vacation, my sleep was pretty bad. So you didn't miss out on much. So, I mean, there's that. And that's not even counting the 4 days that I completely missed putting my Pokemon to sleep. Whoops. But all right, let's get this sleep report out of the way and we can properly wrap up this past week and get started fresh. I did make it to Master 18, so maybe we'll see something interesting. Should get a decent amount of Dream Shards. I've actually gotten a lot of Dream Shards the last few nights. Even with the sleep score of 81, 6 hours and 52 minutes of sleep. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel more well rested with 6.5, 7 hours of sleep than I do forcing myself to sleep 8.5 hours just to get 100 sleep score. So I don't know. I might keep that up. I'm not entirely sure. That's one thing that I've said before. I wish they let us do in this game is set our normal amount of sleep time rather than forcing us to try to hit 8.5 hours, because 8.5 hours is not necessarily appropriate for every individual, but they still haven't done that 2 years in and still don't have the ability to do that. We did get snoozing type, which is bad. That means we don't get a Mawile. Well, no, I think it is pseudo balanced. It is an event, so I assume it is, but maybe we will see a Mawile. Maybe we'll see something else worthwhile. Even with an 81 sleep score, still 430.5 million, 2 4-stars, so we know what that means. On OGPP, not bad. No 1-star, so that's good for our Dream Shards. That's very good. Dedenne, there we go, buddy. Gengar sleep for the Ditto down there. All right. I haven't seen a Dedenne in a while. I went to OGPP 2 out of the 3 weeks that I was gone. I went to Snowdrop 1 week to... Why did I go there? Oh, yeah, because I was getting slumbering a lot while I was on vacation. And wanted to try to get a Happiny, and it just didn't happen. And so, you know, it is what it is. But I think I saw, yeah, 2 Dedenne. So we got Arbok, Fuecoco, Dugtrio, 2 Dedenne, a Gengar, a Banette, and a Skeletor. That is a lot of Dream Shards. That is a lot. All right. I'll take that. I'll take that. And a lot of research XP too. Didn't get a research XP level up, or research rank level up, I mean. Also, no one's hungry, bro. No, 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 no. That's not what we want to see. Okay, well, we know what we want. And there's 2 of them. So we can maybe make something happen here. Let's see what's up. Come here, buddy. Let's feed you that. Why is the game running so slow today? It's very weird. All right, only 4. So didn't get a big hit there. You know what? You're worth it. So let's see what's up. Let's see if we can get a big hit here. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. +9. I'll take that, man. That's really good. That means that, yep. Okay, so that tells me what I want to do here. We're going to see if we can be a little cheeky. This might end up wasting a Poke Biscuit, but we can for sure feed it 2 biscuits. So I'm going to see if I can be a little cheeky. If I can get a big hit on this Poke Biscuit, then I can save a Great Biscuit. But didn't work, so I am going to use a Great Biscuit just to go ahead and take this home. I don't want to run the risk of it not coming home with me today. You know what? You know what? Nah. We're going to go ahead and just feed it a regular Poke Biscuit because we have an off week this week. So we got time to prep for the event next week, which what was it? Summer Festival or something? I forget what it's called, but also it worked out. It wasn't full, so I could go ahead and catch it anyway. Yeah, I forget what the event is called next week. Like I said, I haven't really been paying attention. I know what's coming. I know the new Pokemon. Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. We do have an off week. Probably going to go back to OGPP just for the Dream Shards and Research XP that comes along with it while we prep for next week. Let's send out this Dedenne candy, and maybe we'll find another Dedenne this week. Or this will be the one we've been looking for all along, and we don't have to find another one. That would be really nice. 26,491 Research XP and 36,426 Dream Shards. All right. Let's see. Dedenne, are you going to be what I need? Are you going to be sassy? You're serious. Ooh, that's neutral. That's not quite what we're looking for. But let's see. Maybe the rest will make up for it. Apple, cocoa. Okay. All right. That's not the worst. It's not the worst. I don't want to. Ooh, Dream Shard Bone. Not the worst, to be honest with you. Helping Speed M. You know, Dream Shard bonus is not bad on a Pokemon you're going to have on your team a lot, especially overnight. So that's not bad. Just, I wouldn't want it in the level 10 slot necessarily. But Helping Speed M, Inventory Up M, Ingredient Finder S is bad. Inventory Up L. Yeah, this one ain't it, Chief. This is not going to outperform the one we have now. I think, if I remember correctly, we need Skill Trigger M, Helping Speed M, and I believe a main skill chance up Nature is the ideal that we're looking for. I think that's what we need in order for it to outperform our current Dedenne. This one is all right. It's one of the better ones we've caught, to be sure. But if I was going to use this as a backup Dedenne, at most I'm getting it to level 50, but realistically probably 30 and stopping there and letting it just grow naturally, which 3.5 a day is not terrible. Let me make sure I don't have any settings left over. No. Okay. Well, I have nothing left over that's going to skew these results. No settings that I forgot to take off before I went on vacation. So, I mean, 3.5 is not great. It's not terrible as a backup Dedenne, it's not the worst. Like I said, it's one of the better ones I've caught as a backup Dedenne, but I would much rather catch a better one and have my current Dedenne be my new backup. So, I'm trying to think how many Dedennes I really want. I don't know if I want a full squad of 5 for those days that we really just want to max out extra tasty odds really quickly, or if 3 is fine, because at some point there's going to be some diminishing returns. So I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having 3 of them with 2 pod expanders on the team. I feel like that could be a really solid team combination to really quickly stack up pod expansions and extra tasty odds to either start a week off really strong or end a week really strong. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, but I don't think this is the Dedenne that I want to keep. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on, and we'll send that guy to live with the professor, and we will move on to bigger and better things, hopefully. I got to figure out what we're doing next week. I need to refresh myself on that news for next week's event. But for now, let's go ahead and get this weekly summary out of the way, and we can hopefully get started on something very nice. All right. Thank you, Snorlax. It's been a good time. Surprisingly, Master 18. I don't know how I pulled that off. I did get one really good extra tasty yesterday that was like 750,000. Ooh, week 99. This is week 100 we're about to start. Oh, well, interesting coincidence. All right, Master 18. 5,314,768 for our final strength, 473,922 gains from berries, and 4,840,846 gains from cooking. Very good indeed. Overall grade of F. That's not surprising. That is not surprising considering how, especially the start of my week went. Yeah. That little bitty, what is that? Hour and a half, 2.5 hours of sleep I got there. Yeah, not surprising. Turns out international travel really messes with your sleep schedule. I'm surprised that I got anything on Monday. I'm trying to think. I don't even know how I tracked sleep on Monday because I was on a plane. Was I on a plane? No, I wasn't on a plane. What was I doing? I don't know. This whole week, or especially the start of the week, kind of a blur. 10 hours, 47 minutes of sleep somehow. Oh, from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah. I had a crazy week. Anyway, let's move on. Overall grade of F, not great, but next week will be better. For now, there's not really much else for me to do. I currently have, there's green grass. I currently have 75% area bonus on every single island. Got that 2 weeks ago, not this past week, or last Sunday is when I got the 75% everywhere. So I have no reason to go to any other island, really, unless I'm hunting something specific. And honestly, this week is just going to be prepping for next week and kind of getting back into the flow of things. So we're just going to go back to OGPP and see if we can get some more Dream Shards, because we're really close to our goal on the Dream Shard front of 1 million Dream Shards. So very close. I would like to get that by the end of the week, but we'll see. All right. We, of course, have the regular favorite berries and desserts and drinks. Perfect. That works out perfectly for me. Can't make the Clodsire Eclairs again this week without the Flareon on the team. But maybe we can make something happen. We might be able to. Big Boy Blastoise actually putting in a lot of good work for me last week, getting the milk and cocoa. I had to throw in Clodsire for 1 or 2 days just to make sure that we got the cocoa we needed. But for the most part, Big Boy Blastoise delivered. Let's see, Dedenne double, single. All right, I'll take a single though. It's still good. That is still doubling my extra tasty odds because I did get extra tasty dinner right before bed last night. Before I collect from Gardevoir, I'm trying to do better about this. It really doesn't matter as much for breakfast because I only get 1 extra point of energy. But I'm trying to do better about cooking the meals, then collecting from Gardevoir to just kind of min-max the amount. Yeah, look, I can make Clodsire Eclairs, but I don't have the pot space for it. To try to min-max the amount of energy I'm getting back. Oh, that's gonna hurt so bad, only getting 20k versus 70k. Oh no, I don't like that at all. Yeah, I'm trying to do better about that. Early bird coffee jelly is the best thing we can make right now. Yeah, let's see. Let me make sure I'm not using any ingredients that I want to save. Tea time corn scones is what I can make without. Yeah, that's what I can make without pot expansions, so that's probably going to be what we go for. So don't use any of the apples. That'll give me a good head start on the week. Don't use the corn, but let's go ahead and get rid of these tomatoes. We don't need those. Let's drop a bunch of tomatoes. With any luck, this will be extra tasty. That would be nice. Would be very nice. But also, I'm not really trying to push ranks this week. I'm trying to just get to a decent amount of spawns for the Dream Shards and Research XP, and then go to getting ready for next week. All right. Early Bird Coffee Jelly, only 37,413. Not great, but not terrible. Let's see what's up. What is that going to put it? That's going to put us at like what? Basic 2, I think. I don't think we're quite basic 3 with that amount. Oh, well, we had 9,000 to begin with, maybe. Yeah, basic 3. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for not having the cooking bonuses. Oh, well, maybe basic 3. I don't know. There we go again. Basic 2. Basic 3. I don't know. Oh, basic 4. Okay, well, which is it? Basic 2, basic 3, basic 4? What are we really? Let's see, 47,000. Definitely not basic 4. That is basic 3. Yeah, okay. The basic 3 is correct. Let's go ahead and collect from you. Perfect. Good. What I want to see. And then we can check this news and figure out what we need to do with the team. All right. So it's going to pop up. We have no new news, but I do want to refresh. Oh, yeah. New Moon Day is coming up. New Moon Day number 2. When is that? June 24th, which is next week, correct? Yes. Next Tuesday. Oh, yeah. It says it. Smooth Brain has returned with me, too. Anyway, so next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The day of the new moon is Wednesday. So that's the big one. It's on all areas, of course, so we can go wherever we want. For that, Darkrai will have a special appearance rate. I did see one Darkrai during the last new moon day, and only one Murkrow, which I did not catch. Pokemon will get full easily, and the first snack time of, or during the first snack time of the day. And shiny rates are increased. Special appearance rate for Darkrai. Hopefully I see another one. That would be nice. I wasn't able to fill its friendship bar. So that would be nice to be able to do that. The New Moon Day Bundle Volume 2. I believe that's pretty similar to the last one, but I don't remember, and I'm not going to go double check. So if it's not correct, correct me in the comments. Summer Festival. That's the one. Farfetch'd is coming. That's right. So we want to go to... Hey, we could go to OGPP or Cyan Beach. I do want to look and see what's going to be the easier one to encounter as many Farfetch'd as possible. It is a slumbering type, which is not good because I got slumbering pretty much every day while I was on vacation. So it's probably going to be really hard for me to hit slumbering during next week, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Cyan or OGPP is where we want to go. Farfetch'd is a flying type. Hopefully AAA leak ingredients. That would be fantastic, please. But the summary week-long event will feature greater appearance rate of water, flying, and bug types. Cool. Plus, that's right, one new curry and stew recipe. I'm hoping that it's going to be really good, but I don't know if it's going to outperform the Hidden Power Perk Up stew. But we'll see. Even if it does outperform it once it's leveled up, you're still starting at level 1, so you are going to miss out on some gains if you decide to make that, but we'll have to wait and see what the actual recipe is going to be. So yeah, for now, we're gonna plan around something else. We're gonna plan probably around Hidden Power Perk Up stew, or yeah, that would be the best choice because there is a significant difference between Inferno Horn Keema Curry and Hidden Power Perk Up stew. So yeah, that's what we're gonna plan for. We'll try to get ready for that. What else? Oh yeah, Candy Cram-O-Matic. We got that coming too, so that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. The following effects will trigger. Of course, we're gonna get curries and stews, which is good. That means we can plan for exactly what we want, which is what we're gonna do. We also get final strength gains from dishes multiplied by 1.5. So that's going to be fantastic, just like we had in this past event that just ended last week. A few Pokemon of different sleep types. So we got Pseudo Balanced, which is great. And then certain Pokemon are more likely to appear. The event Shiny, or not Shinies, the event Pokemon Flying, Bug, Water. Greater appearance rate of Farfetch'd was fantastic. And then a slighter greater appearance rate of Squirtle, Caterpie, Psyduck, Slowpoke, Doduo, Pinsir, Totodile, Wooper, Heracross, Delibird, Swablu, Rufflet, Grubbin, Cramorant, and Quaxly. Which I do still need a good Rufflet. I have not caught a good one of those yet. Could technically use a better Heracross and Pinsir too. but they're not a huge priority. So maybe that will influence where I go next week, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Pokemon you can encounter in each area. There's the list. Yeah, maybe we might go to Cyan Beach next week because OGPP spawns are kind of limited, but the more limited spawns does make it easier to find Farfetch'd. It's just a question of, do I also want to hunt Pinsir, Heracross, and Rufflet as well? Which I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. But now we have a plan. Now we know what we need to do to get ready for next week. But first and foremost, we need to collect these community reports, and hopefully there's a decent number of them. Let's see how many we got. We've got, why is the game running so slow today? 36. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 out of 36 that doubled up. Very good. Just over a third. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Good job, everyone. All right. So now that we know what to do with the team, let's make sure we don't have anything left on the table. Nope. Good. All right. So we're still on desserts. Well, that's good. That makes this a little easier. We do have enough apples to where we don't have to worry about it right now, so we can get the other ingredients we need. One of them is going to be very easy. The other one, no. The other two will be fine. Perfectly fine. Not worried about those at all, to be honest with you. Let's see. Where are you at, buddy? Where's my Tyranitar? There you are. Let's get him. We don't need coffee beans. We do need corn, though. So we can get our Beware on the team, and then we won't have to worry about corn for... ooh, buddy, sorry. I don't know how that happened. Let's go ahead. Let's fix that right now. That's the problem. We don't want that. Energy Pillow. Let's drop that right there. Very good. Very good indeed. All right. Sorry, buddy. 93% is way better. And then we don't need honey. So let's... you know what? Not worried about apples at all at the moment. I don't even know how many, how much milk I have, but let's go ahead and drop Milk Blastoise on here. Let's just get a bunch of milk and then not have to worry about it. And then we should be perfectly set. The apples we get from Dedenne and Gardevoir should give us enough to make it all the way through breakfast tomorrow, where we don't have to worry about it. And let's see, we've got at least 26 milk. What was I trying to make? Tea time corn scones, that's the one. Yeah, we've got enough to get through breakfast tomorrow. Perfect. But if I can get a bunch stocked up, if I could get to 120, that would probably be all that we need to get to a decent point before we start stocking up ingredients for next week for the curries and stews. So that's the plan. We're going to go ahead and let this run. We're going to get to at least 7 spawns before I start swapping out and getting ready for next week. And then towards the end of the week, we will do our normal pot expansion and hopefully stacking up of Dedenne extra tasty chances with the Orange Brigade on Saturday and Sunday so that we don't have to worry about it on Monday. And hopefully come Monday, we can have an extra tasty breakfast to start the week. And if we can get an extra tasty breakfast that is hearty or hidden power perk up stew. I don't know why I keep saying hearty. If we can get an extra tasty hidden power perk up stew next week with 1.5 times, we could, that's extra tasty. We could potentially start the week off with like 400k to start the week. So we might be in a really good spot to hit Master 20 on another island. I suppose it is possible for me to hit Master 20 on OGPP since I did get, what was it, 5.8 million, I think? I believe that's what I got to, was 5.8 million, but we also do need to get to Master 20 on... No, we already did it on Cyan, so yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. OGPP, though, maybe, I don't know. That might be a good thing. That might be a good thing to do. I think we could probably make that happen. But yeah, we'll figure that out later if that's what I want to do, because I still need to decide if I want to hunt that Pinsir and Heracross and Rufflet at the same time, or just lock in on the Farfetch'd. But for now, we have a plan. We know what to do moving forward. We get to at least 7 spawns, then start getting ready for next week. And as soon as I get a decent amount of milk, well, Probably won't be till tomorrow. Probably swap in Skeledirge tomorrow morning. Let everybody gather a bunch of ingredients overnight and throughout the day, and start off tomorrow on a really good positive note. But that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for sticking around for the 3 weeks while I was gone. And a huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, YT, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, and our newest ace trainer, SDK Posse. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Subscribe button? Subscribe plus. That's the button. It's been a while. I forgot my outro. Subscribe plus or the join button right below this video, whichever one YouTube has decided it's going to look like today. And for $5 a month, you can get early access to the videos as well as some cool other perks. You can also find the links to my live stream channel in the description, as well as the link to the Discord where you can come hang out with and talk with a cool community of people about Pokemon Sleep. You can also listen to my bird yell at me for no reason in the middle of my outro. She's been fantastic today until now. But anyway, that's all I've got for now. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good night. Later, dudes.